Dimapur Municipal Council issues a notification to remove unused wire under its jurisdiction within 7 days. This has been issued in the interest of public safety. India rejected Pakistan's allegation of sponsoring terrorism, urging Islamabad to focus on its own internal issues rather than shifting the blame. They emphasized that Pakistan should focus inward and address its own problem instead of accusing others. The 40th Biennial Conference of the Chakroma Student Union was held on 15 March at CFMA, hosted by the CFMA Students Union under the theme Transforming Challenging into Opportunities. President Trump's recent visit to the U.S. Justice Department marked a significant moment in his second term. During his speech, he launched a scattering attack on the criminal investigation against him, casting himself as a victim to biased persecution. Hello and welcome to Nltv English Prime Time. This is Chanchan Kastar and now the news in detail. The 40th Biennial Conference of the Chakroma Student Union was held on 15 March at CFMA, hosted by the CFMA Student Union under the theme Transforming Challenges into Opportunities. Salhutuno Cruz, Minister for Women Resource Development and Horticulture, Government of Nagaland, graced the event as special guest. She thanked the pioneer who formed the organization 40 years ago and those who have supported it since. In her address, she spoke about the challenges of education development and the rapidly changing world, touching on issues such as unemployment and environmental degradation. She encouraged the community to transform challenges into opportunities using education, skill, and resilience, much like their forefathers who built and preserved the community's identity despite hardship. The event featured Roko Sili, President of the CFMA Student Union, as well as greetings from the Angami Student Union and a presidential address by Kezawali Richa of the Chakroma Student Union.
Kihu how no, body, you go take who give up. Allah, how kihu the justice of the new artist there, the girl that is. I need a way, you go busy way. Here go, kihu how. Transforming challenges into opportunities. You get the bow no. Hake rebor get the whole chicken dilabe. Ula, macha kivi, kivi, chanu sugar. Edi, how we say the bossy, get put on about. Here, get put as a cigarette, get a ball, the Tamego, Yago. Get you ready how separate the watch at that. Woody, way. You will get a get the ball, Uki cha, Chakoma, Ranaka, Crack the banu. Here, get put on me had you had devil, body work with the bangudi. Unni, unuma, mo, get another visit away. Body, you get Zahag, you get Batiki. Terry Tono, Rakasha of the shop. Where, heads, get me go. You how over here do you who by there? Why, you who by here dig you who gets a mozer. Harriet Tono. Ugo give proto, they see the shovel. They see a tour the graduate, the Terrin. They push ya. Undumeadi Upetamego, Kirikimego. Here, Utimibu, Pasiki Hille, Pasiki Hilly, Utimie, Ukicha, Uranago, checking Hille Morsho, Chepevi Colemorsho. Tenebo Lubevi Colemorsho, Lura Colemorsho, Lubini Colemorsho, no lessity. Uto Jasu lady, Uto Piano Yorbi, Uto Umato Yorbi chili, Bagada Mona. Usis lady, go to her, Besishidi, Piavardi, did he get Flogataha, Omare Torway. Kidaboriu no Mayamo, Kidaboriu no Jadi, ngo kiri me ko to to pe si shi shi ke pe no fe ko me tie ba so do ko me tie ba mo da li gi deri ma di vi che ke so go ja ka pe ja ya mo u no se no ye go buri ke ja po do zo ga ha ke vi cha ga ja me se se pe le we mo ke pe no fa go ja be u no se no ye zi mo sho ju he ri no no vor ke pe ga ta go ke zo mo je a mo zi bu ge ta su du te pe ge di la ke do su bu ta mo fe ge ta pe te 你个，我给讲嘛啦，你黑子的，你托你嘛托吃不了女人，人离不了女人，你差别不的，我给讲没啦味道嘞，还没说嘞，我对我家可是我的，我把这个这个做，我对我家可是的我个子，我妈个人，他给干了你个 sacrifice 这个我好过，也没托那么好，给他们饭，给明年我提醒我哩，他讲我开了么，我你个。也不能说天降我老早到这个说话了，干嘛来比？我白这东西喂，我的这样个做特别多，我个是我就是人家么，我太热么，这不能不给你，我拉差不多这这生意给碰到我别做事呀。我天，你就能个头发么牛肉，你不个这没要把脸子，这里个头发个是啦。一点个那是做么哩，个头脑上还是个些嘞，是的。
On March 13, a handloom sector support awareness and distribution program was held at ICM Hall in Nltv as part of the Small Cluster Development Program. The event aimed to promote sustainable growth in the handloom sector, benefiting over 200 weavers from villages including Baman Pukri A, Baman Pukri B, Darogajan and Kashila Bil. The program was chaired by Nung Sangnila Longkumar, Assistant Director, with an invocation by Pastor Jehodo Yepto. Asanla Walling, Executive Engineer, outlined the scheme's objective under the National Handloom Development Program, which is funded by the Development Commissioner. The initiative includes the distribution of various equipment such as frame looms, loom looms, solar lighting units, and wrapping drums, alongside training in skill development, product design, and financial assistance for workshops and lighting units. The distribution of benefits is set to begin on Tuesday. Hekani Jakhalu, MLA and Advisor for Industries and Commerce, emphasized the significance of the initiative in empowering women weavers in Nagaland. She encouraged artisans to improve product quality and marketing strategies to compete in larger markets. Jakhalu also shared plans to create unique Nagaland-made swaddle wrap as a brand. Dimapur Municipal Council has issued a notification to remove unused wire under its jurisdiction within 7 days. This has been issued in the interest of public safety. Failure to comply with this directive within the stipulated time shall lead to legal action. Let's have a look at reporter Niboli's report. Dimapur Municipal Council has issued a notification to remove unused wire under its jurisdiction within 7 days. This has been issued in the interest of public safety. Failure to comply with this directive within the stipulated time shall lead to legal action. Union Home Minister Amit Shah inaugurated the first phase of Lachit Barphukan Police Academy in Assam's Dergaon on March 15. During the three-day visit to Assam and Mizoram, he also laid the foundation for the next phase of the project. The academy, spread across 340 acres, is being developed in two phases at an estimated cost of rupees 1,024 crore. The first phase, worth rupees 167.4 crore, includes a five-story building equipped with smart classrooms, a weapon simulator, research labs, administrative offices, and a museum and a modern parade ground. The second facilities aim to provide both theoretical and practical training for law enforcement personnel. The weapon training simulator, designed to improve real-world combat skill, is adaptable to various firearms, enhancing fire and tactical training. Additionally, the academy's smart classroom, equipped with interactive digital boards and personal computers, along with seminar rooms, a library, a computer lab, will further boost the learning experience. The second phase, estimated at rupees 425.48 crore, will focus on housing infrastructure, including residential quarters, hostels, and accommodation for officers and trainers. The Lachit Barphukan Police Academy aims to modernize police training and strengthen law enforcement in Assam.
कांग्रेस के शासन में 10 साल में असम को 1,27,000 करोड़ का डिवोल्यूशन ग्रांट और ग्रांट इन एड मिला और मोदी जी के 10 साल में 1,27,000 करोड़ से बढ़कर 4,95,000 करोड़ रुपया हम दे चुके हैं। 4 गुना अधिक पैसा हमने कांग्रेस पार्टी के शासन से एनडीए के शासन में, बीजेपी के शासन में दिया। मैं पूछना चाहता हूं कांग्रेस पार्टी को, आसाम को इतने साल तक आपने दंगों की आग में झोंका, ग्रांट नहीं दी, शिक्षा की व्यवस्था नहीं की, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर नहीं बनाया और शांति भी नहीं आने दी। मोदी जी के 10 साल में इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर भी बन रहा है, शांति भी आई है और कई प्रकार के उद्योग भी लगे। 10,000 करोड़ की लागत से 200 किलोमीटर से अधिक लंबी भारतमाला परियोजना, दुबरी फुलवाड़ी पुल 3,000 करोड़ की लागत से 3700 किलोमीटर ग्रामीण सड़कें, 3400 करोड़ से सिलचर चुराईबारी कॉरिडोर 4 लेन करना, मजूली द्वीप, यहां पर सर्वानंद जी बैठे हैं, 1,000 करोड़ से अकेले मजूली के लिए नया तटबंध और सड़क बनाने का काम किया है। कांग्रेस के
The inaugural edition of the late Dorji Khandu Memorial District Level Archery Tournament was officially launched today in Tawang. The event was inaugurated by Arunachal Pradesh Minister of Sport and Youth Affairs Kento Jini in the presence of Lumla MLA Tsering Lamu, Deputy Commissioner of Tawang, senior government officials and public leaders. The tournament is being organized by the Tawang District Archery Association and is sponsored by Arunachal Pradesh Chief Minister Pema Khandu and his family. The primary objective of the tournament is to promote traditional archery while integrating Olympic-style training to enhance the skill of young archery in the region. Now we'll take a short break. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with more updates. Welcome back. Let's get back with the news. Thang Public Organization, in collaboration with the Thang Student Union, conducted a 2-day surprise inspection of expired goods in Noklak village, seizing items worth over rupees 60,000. The inspection was carried on in accordance with Resolution Minute Number 2 of Thang Public Organizations within the jurisdiction of Noklak village state that shops within the jurisdiction of Noklak village are required to maintain proper cash memos and adhere to the town standard grocery rate, and strict action will be taken against those found selling expired products. Thang Public Organization urged the administration to promptly empower the town council to inspect goods within its jurisdiction, ensuring that quality products reach consumers with the safety and well-being of the village and the public. The High Commission of India and the Sri Vishnu Hindu Cultural Center organized vibrant Holi celebration on 14 March, which brought together the local Indians, diaspora, government officials and citizens to celebrate the festival of colors with music, dance and traditional rituals. The Indian High Commission expressed gratitude to the government and people of Guyana for their participation, emphasizing the strengthening of mutual trust and friendship between the two nations. On Saturday, Babulal Marandi, the leader of opposition in the Jharkhand Assembly, called for an investigation into the holy clash that occurred in Giridih. Marandi accused the state government of appraising politics and failing to maintain law and order. He stated that wherever appraisement politics prevail, the situation deteriorates, and condemned the attack on those celebrating Holi. A manhunt has been launched to apprehend those involved in the clash that broke out during a Holi proceeding in Giridih's Gorthama locality on Friday. Several people were injured and several shops and vehicles were set on fire. The clash occurred when a group opposed the passing of procession, leading to stone pelting between the two sides. Police forces have been deployed and the situation is now under control. According to officials, Giridih Assistant Superintendent of Police Dr. Bimal Kumar assured that those responsible for the arson will be identified and strict action will be taken against them.
दो पक्षों का विवाद सामने आया है और इसमें होली खेलते समय ये बात सामने आई है, तो इसमें हम लोग जो है इसमें चिन्हित कर रहे हैं कि इसमें कौन वो दो पक्ष थे और वैसे लोगों को चिन्हित किया जा रहा है और चिन्हित करने के उपरांत कड़ी कार्रवाई की जाएगी। अभी जो हम लोग देख रहे हैं पूरी तरह से स्थिति नियंत्रण में है और अभी तक कोई उस तरह का जो है किसी को कोई विशेष रूप से कोई चोट या इस तरह की कोई बात अभी तक तत्काल सामने हम लोग के नहीं आई है। स्थिति पूरी तरह से नियंत्रण में है और इसमें जो भी दो पक्ष के वैसे लोग, वैसे असामाजिक तत्व जिसको हम कहें जो भी
All-rounder Nitish Kumar Reddy is all set to join Sunrisers Hyderabad after recuperating from a side strain that kept him on the sidelines since January. Nitish successfully completed all the fitness test routine, including the yo-yo test at the BCCI Center of Excellence, and the physios have given him a go-ahead. The 21-year-old Andhra cricket's last appearance for India was during the last T21 against England at the Eden Garden on January 22, but did not bat or bowl in the last match. Nitish trained at nets ahead of the second T20 at Chennai but was ruled out as that match and 5 matches series with a side strain. In Bihar's Mangur on Saturday, a red line ceremony was organized at Santosh Kumar was conducted. The ceremony comes after an assistant sub-inspector who was allegedly assaulted by a group of people in Bihar's Mayur district. The deceased has been identified as Santosh Kumar Singh, who was posted at Mufasil police station in Mungar. On March 14 in New Delhi, India rejected Pakistan's allegation of sponsoring terrorism, urging Islamabad to focus on its own internal issues rather than shifting the blame. Pakistan and recently accused India of involving in the Baloch Liberation Army attack on the Jafar Express, which was hijacked by Baloch rebels. The attack, which began on Tuesday, resulted in 21 hostages being killed, and the Pakistani government claimed that the rebels were in contact with handlers based in Afghanistan during the siege. Pakistan's Foreign Officer spokesperson Shafqat Ali Khan said, reaffirming that India's involvement in terrorism against Pakistan was a consistent accusation, despite this incident being traced to Afghanistan-based planners. In response, India's Minister of External Affairs issued a statement rejecting this baseless allegation, pointing out that the global community is aware of where the truth epicenter of terrorism lies. They emphasized that Pakistan should focus inward and address its own problem instead of accusing others. A grenade attack took war at the Thakur Dwar Mandir in Amritsar, where 2 youth on a motorcycle threw explosive at a temple and fled. CCTV footage captured the incident, which caused damage to temple's wall and windows. The blast alarmed residents in the densely populated Khandwala area. This attack follows previous incident targeting police stations in Punjab. Vadodara court granted police custody to Rakshit Chaudrashia, a law student accused of causing a fatal car accident in Thursday night in which 1 person was killed and 7 others injured. The court granted him 1 day of custody after a late-night hearing on Friday. The Vadodara police, in their remand request, stated that further investigation was necessary to determine the circumstances leading to the crash, including whether Churashia was driving under the influence of intoxicants or not. They are also probing the relationship between Churashia and Panshu Chauhan, the son of the vehicle's owner, who was present in the car during the incident. In addition, they are looking into Churasia's background and his association with others present before the accident. On Friday, the police arrested Chauhan and identified a third individual, Suresh, who was with Chaurasia and Chauhan before the accident but not in a vehicle. Blood samples from all three have been sent for forensic tests to check for intoxicants.
सर मैं सुरेश के घर से अपने घर वापस आ रहा था। मेरे फ्रेंड की गाड़ी थी।
तो क्या हुआ था?
सर वो आ रहे थे, एक स्कूटी थी, स्कूटी से हल्का सा टच हुआ, एयर बैग तुरंत ही खुल जाता है क्योंकि वो उसकी न्यू गाड़ी है एकदम, उसका सेंसर ऐसा है कि हल्का सा भी छुएगा एयर बैग खुल जाता है। एयर बैग खुल गया, फिर आगे कुछ दिखा नहीं और डिग्रेड हो गई गाड़ी। मुझे पता ही नहीं है क्या हुआ है गाड़ी को। उसके बाद क्योंकि सीधे पुलिस वाले इधर ले आए थे, वहाँ पे लड़ाई हो गई थी, वहाँ पे ये सब जो दिख रहा है वो लड़ाई की वजह से हुआ। वहाँ से हम लोग फिर वापस आ गए इधर ही। सर मैंने इसलिए मैं ये सब बोलूँ कि ताकि लोग दूर भागे थोड़ा।
तो क्या
रक्षित बोल रहा था, ओम नमः शिवाय बोल रहा था मैं। ऑटोमेटिक गाड़ी भी चला जाऊँ, लेकिन उसका स्पोर्ट्स मोड मेरे से नहीं हो पाया। सर ये सब अब सिर्फ बहाना है और कुछ नहीं हो सकता। मेन जिनकी लाइफ गई मुझे वो बहुत मैटर करता है, बहुत ज़्यादा मुझे बुरा लगा। 60 आराम से। सर मैं पहले सबसे पहले उनकी फैमिली से भी तुरंत तत्काल प्रभाव से मिलना चाहूँगा जिनकी डेथ हुई है। मैं वही सुरेशीगढ़ से निकला था, अपने घर जा रहा था, गदेड़ा सर्कल से निकला था, निज़ामपुरा जा रहा था।
अच्छा, वहाँ क्या करने गए थे? वहाँ
यहाँ अपने फ्रेंड को ड्रॉप करने गए थे हम लोग। होली
A shocking incident was captured on CCTV at the Bull Lakshma temple where an unidentified man threw acid on the temple's accountant Gopi. The footage shows the assailant approaching Gopi while he was working and without warning tossing acid on him before fleeing the scene. Gopi, in severe pain, was rushed to Yashoda Hospital in Malakpet for treatment. A complaint has been filed and Saidabad police are currently investigating the attack. In Bangladesh, the death of an 8-year-old girl days after she was raped has triggered widespread protests demanding swift justice and reform to protect children. The child succumbed to her injuries on Thursday. According to a case filed by her mother, the child was sexually assaulted while visiting her elder sister's home in Magura between the night of March 5 and the following morning. The elder sister's 18-year-old husband, along with his parents and brother, have been arrested and placed on remand in connection with the incident. The girl's death, which occurred at approximately 1 p.m. on Thursday, was attributed to 3 cardiac arrests. Despite medical efforts to stabilize her condition twice, her heart ultimately failed. She had been in critical condition at the Combined Military Hospital in Dhaka since March 8. Thus, the news of her death has sparked an immediate and intense reaction as the girl's body was also transported back to Magura by army helicopter, landing at the local stadium around 6 p.m. amid fierce protests. In Sribhumi, the police says barley tablets worth Rs 32 crore. While many were caught up in the Holi celebration, the police were busy cracking down on drug smuggling. Acting on a tip, superintendent led the team to seize 8 packets containing 80,000 tablets hidden in the truck's gearbox. The truck was coming from Champai in Mizoram. 2 people, Shamim Ahmed and Tanzil Ahmed, bought from Kalain, Silchar, were arrested in connection with the seizure.
ট্ৰাকৰ আমি খবৰ পাইছিলোঁ যোনখন মিজোৰাম চাম্পাই ডিষ্ট্ৰিক্টৰ পৰা আহি আছিলে। ট্ৰাকৰ নম্বৰটো হ'ল AS01LC 6436। এই গাড়ীখন আমি পুৱামৰা বাইপাছতে ইয়াতে আমি নাকা চেকিঙত ৰখালোঁ। ৰখাই ঘৰত চেক কৰাৰ পিছত আমি যোনটো গিয়াৰ বক্স থাকে তাতে এটা চিক্ৰেট চেম্বাৰ আছিলে, তাতে আমি 80,000 ইয়াবা টেবলেট পাইছোঁ। আৰু গাড়ীত থকা 2জন মানুহৰ নাম হ'ল শামীম উদ্দিন বেগ আৰু তনজিল আবেদিন তালুকদাৰ, 2জন কালাইন কাছাৰৰ হয়।
মানে সেইটো ক'ত ল'ব বিচাৰিছে?
এট প্ৰেজেণ্ট এইটো পাথাকান্দি যোৱা কথাই আছিলে, তাৰ আগত চাগে বেলেগ বেলেগ বিভিন্ন জেগাত গ'লে कुछ मिला था कि एक ट्रक जो चंपाई डिस्ट्रिक्ट ऑफ मिजोरम से आ रहा था जिसका नंबर है AS01LC 6436। अकॉर्डिंगली हमने कुआमारा बाईपास में उसको इंटरसेप्ट किया, नाका चेकिंग पार्टी के थ्रू। उसके बाद गियर बॉक्स में थोड़ा चेक करने के बाद एक सीक्रेट चैम्बर मिला जहाँ पे 80,000 याबा टेबलेट की क्वांटिटी रिकवर हुआ है और उसके साथ 2 लोगों को हमने अरेस्ट किया है, समीमुद्दीन और तंजील अबेउद्दीन, दोनों कालाइन कचा डिस्ट्रिक्ट से बिलोंग करते हैं।
कहाँ से लेके आया, कहाँ जाना था?
ये जो चंपे डिस्ट्रिक्ट है, इंडियो बर्मा बॉर्डर, वहाँ से आके पथाकंडी साइड में आ रहा था। उसके बाद अलग अलग जगहों में ये
In Bengaluru, Karnataka, Kannada actor Rania Rao, who was arrested in gold smuggling case, has alleged mistreatment by officer of the Directorate of Revenue Intelligence. In a letter to the Additional Director General of DRI, Rania claimed she was slapped multiple times, denied food and forced to sign blank documents. She maintained her innocence, asserting that she was falsely implicated. Rania, the daughter of a senior police officer, was arrested at Bengaluru airport with gold bars worth rupees 12.56 crore hidden in her waist belt. In her letter, she stated that she was arrested inside the aircraft without being given an opportunity to explain herself. Ranjani Srinivasan, an Indian student, self-deported from the US after her visa was revoked for supporting Hamas. The US administration cited her advocacy of violence and terrorism as the reason for the revocation. This is part of a broader crackdown on students' protests following Israel's Gaza operation. The Department of Homeland Security confirmed her deportation, raising concerns about a potential for more visa revocations and deportations affecting Indian students and green card holders. Union Home Minister Amit Shah on Saturday alleged that the Congress did not allow peace to prevail in Assam, but PM Narendra Modi restored it, developed infrastructure and ensured employment for the youth of the northeastern states. Shah spoke about inaugurating the revamped Lachit Barpukan Police Academy. He said that Narendra Modi-led government will bring in rupees 3 trillion infrastructure project in Assam, in addition to the rupees 5 trillion proposed investment at the recent business summit in the state. Shah, who is on a 3-day visit to Assam and Mizoram, also said that the Lachit Barpukan Police Academy will become the top academy in the next 5 years with a total investment of rupees 150 crore.
कांग्रेस के शासन में 10 साल में असम को 1,27,000 करोड़ का डिवोल्यूशन ग्रांट और ग्रांट इन एड मिला और मोदी जी के 10 साल में 1,27,000 करोड़ से बढ़कर 4,95,000 करोड़ रुपया हम दे चुके। 4 गुना अधिक पैसा हमने कांग्रेस पार्टी के शासन से एनडीए के शासन में, बीजेपी के शासन में दिया। मैं पूछना चाहता हूं कांग्रेस पार्टी को, असम को इतने साल तक आपने दंगों की आग में झोंका, ग्रांट नहीं दी, शिक्षा की व्यवस्था नहीं की, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर नहीं बनाया और शांति भी नहीं आने दी। मोदी जी के 10 साल में इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर भी बन रहा है, शांति भी आई है और कई प्रकार के उद्योग भी लगे। 10,000 करोड़ की लागत से 200 किलोमीटर से अधिक लंबी भारतमाला परियोजना, दुबरी फुलवाड़ी पुल 3,000 करोड़ की लागत से 3700 किलोमीटर ग्रामीण सड़कें, 3400 करोड़ से सिलचर चुराईबारी कॉरिडोर 4 लेन करना, मजूली द्वीप, यहां पर सर्वानंद जी बैठे हैं, 1,000 करोड़ से अकेले मजूली के लिए नया तटबंध और सड़क बनाने का काम किया।
Police officials pay last respect to Bihar cop killed in Mungar raid laying ceremony. Santosh Kumar, that was conducted in Bihar Mungar on Saturday. He died after being illegally assaulted by a group of people in Bihar's Mungar district. He was posted at Mufasil police station in Mungar. Delhi Minister of Irrigation and Flood Control Parvish Verma on Saturday inspected drains and road at the Rajdhani Park site. Verma said that the government has transferred road works to Nyai and Drain and Flood Control Construction to PWD. Verma assured that the road and drains will be conducted, action will be taken against the company and officials if they fail to do so. He also said that efforts are made to complete the work a month before and not 24 hours late, and the timeline given to contractor is 15 months.
हमने ये पूरी सड़क को टिकरी बॉर्डर से और पीरागढ़ी चौक तक इसको एनएचआई को ट्रांसफ़र कर रहे हैं। ये जो ड्रेन का काम है ये पीडब्ल्यूडी बना रहा है, कुछ जगह पे फ्लड कंट्रोल बना रहा है और उसके बाद में सड़क का काम सारा एनएचआई द्वारा होगा। तो आने वाले समय में दिल्ली की सारी सड़कें अच्छी बने और ऐसी सड़कें बने जो सालों साल चले और ऐसी ड्रेन हो कि जो कम से कम हमारे यहाँ पर 50 साल चले। तो मैंने कॉन्ट्रैक्टर को बोला है कि क्वालिटी में कोई कॉम्प्रोमाइज़ नहीं होगा, कहीं कॉम्प्रोमाइज़ होगा तो कंपनी को ब्लैकलिस्ट करेंगे, जो अधिकारी होगा उसको सस्पेंड करेंगे, मगर कोई भी क्वालिटी में कॉम्प्रोमाइज़ नहीं होगा। अगर सरकार पूरा पैसा दे रही है तो हमको 100% क्वालिटी काम चाहिए, ये हमारी कंडीशन है। तो मैं आज यहाँ पे आया हूँ, मैंने देखा है काम बहुत ही ज़ोरों शोरों से चल रहा है। एक दो इसके बीच में अभी जो है अड़चन है, एक आईजीएल की लाइन है, एक यहाँ पे अपना 2 मेट्रो के स्टेशन हैं। तो मैंने कहा है कि हम वो सारे डिपार्टमेंट के साथ में जॉइंट मीटिंग करेंगे और कोई भी अड़चन ना हो तो जो टाइम हमने कॉन्ट्रैक्टर को दिया हमारे टेंडर में था 15 महीने का, तो वो 15 महीने में ही, यानी कि उससे 1 महीना पहले कंप्लीट हो, मगर 24 घंटे बाद में नहीं।
Jasprit Bumrah is expected to miss the initial round of IPL 2025 for Mumbai Indians as he continues to recover from a lower back injury that has kept him out since January. While Bumrah's recovery is progressing well, he needs more time to regain peak fitness, particularly with India's Test series against England in June on horizon. As a result, Mumbai Indians will rely on pacer Trade Bolt, Corbin Bosch and Deepak Chahar to lead the bowling attack in his absence. Bumrah could potentially return in early April, but it's unlikely that he will feature in the early matches of the tournament. Trump pledges to expel rock actor in political speech at Justice Department. President Trump's recent visit to the U.S. Justice Department marked a significant moment of his second term. During his speech, he launched a scathing attack on the criminal investigation against him, casting himself as a victim of biased persecution, and promised to expel rock actor from the government. He emphasized his intent to restore justice, expose alleged misconduct, and clear the department of corruption. His remark followed legal victories where 2 federal prosecutions were dismissed, fueling his claim of being unfairly targeted. The visit was also notable as it was his first time addressing the Justice Department since taking office again. Trump's long-standing interest in influencing the department was underscored by his appointment of loyalists like Attorney General Pam Bondi and FBI Director Kash Patel. Bondi's controversial stains on election fraud claims and her removal of portraits of President Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris from the department symbolizes the deep political divide. Critics argue that Trump's action undermined the Justice Department's independence while his supporters view him as champion for the agenda, continuing to challenge norms in Washington.
We want to have a capital that can be the talk of the world. When Prime Minister Modi of India, when the President of France, and all of these people, the head of Prime Minister of United Kingdom, they all came to see me over the last week and a half. And when they come in, I had the route run. I didn't want to have them see tents. I didn't want to have them see graffiti. I didn't want to have them see broken barriers and potholes in the roads, and we had it looking beautiful. And we're going to do that for the city. And we're going to have a crime-free capital. When people come here, they're not going to be mugged or shot or raped. They're going to have a crime-free capital again. It's going to be cleaner and better and safer than it ever was, and it's not going to take us too long. They would like it to turn red for communists, but it didn't work out that way. The American people have given us a mandate and really a far-reaching investigation is what they are demanding into the corruption of our system. And that's exactly, I'm sure, what Pam and Cash and everyone else mentioned here and not mentioned is going to be doing. We will expel the rogue actors and corrupt forces from our government. We will expose and very much expose their egregious crimes and severe misconduct, of which was levels you've never seen anything like it. It's going to be legendary. It's going to also be legendary for the people that are able to seek it out and bring justice. We will restore the scales of justice in America, and we will ensure that such abuses never happen again in our country. And that's why on day one I signed an executive order banning all government censorship and directing the removal of every bureaucrat who conspired to attack free speech and many other things and values in America. We also terminated the clearances of the Biden crime family and Joe Biden himself. He didn't deserve it. In fact, he was essentially found guilty, but they said he was incompetent, and therefore let's not find him guilty, I guess. Nobody knows what that ruling was, but I didn't want any part of it. I think I would have rather been found guilty than what they found with him. They said he didn't know what the hell he was doing, and therefore he's let him go. I said, you know, I'd rather be convicted, Pam, I think, than that. That was not good. I said, please convict me, don't say that. You don't want to pick on somebody that's a lot larger than you, even with the money. There's a lot of money that we gave them and a lot of equipment. We make the best military equipment in the world, but even with all of that, It's unbelievable. Right now, you have a lot of Ukrainian soldiers that are encircled and in grave danger, and I've asked them not to kill those soldiers, please, not to kill those soldiers. We don't want them killed. It's such a shame to see what's happened. You look at Afghanistan, that was probably what got Putin started, because when he looked at how horribly we looked, I think the most embarrassing day, not that we got out because we were getting out, I would have been out faster than them. I was the one that got it down to the right level. But we would have kept Bagram, the big Air Force base. We would have kept it. Right now, China occupies Bagram. And the reason we would have kept it is because they were 1 hour away from where China has and builds its nuclear missiles and weapons. And they gave that up. At the dark of night, they left the lights on. And they left the dogs behind, by the way. A lot of people say, what about all the dogs? They had a lot of dogs. And they left the dogs behind. And what a shame. What a shame. The way we got out, I think it was the most humiliating time in the history of our country. The way it happened, not that we were getting out because we wanted to get out, but we would have gotten out with dignity and strength. And what a difference a rigged and crooked election had on our country when you think about it. And the people who did this to us should go to jail. They should go to jail. So I just want to say God bless America, because we have to say God bless. We're lucky we're still here, frankly. And this whole thing could lead, I think we have it. I think we have it. But this could lead to World War III very easily. Could very easily lead to World War III, but I think we're in pretty good shape. A lot better than we were before we got involved, that I can tell you. That was heading into World War III territory, and that would have been a war like no other because of nuclear weapons and other types of weapons that people you don't even want to know about. Because we had levels of violence and crime, and a lot of it had to do with the illegal immigrants that came in. Remember when I used to complain about it? Because I knew how tough they were, how mean they were. And they said, no, people that come into our country are all wonderful people. No, they're not wonderful. These are stone-cold killers. These are killers like... They make our killers look nice by comparison. They make our killers look nice. These are rough, tough people with the tattoos all over their face. Historically speaking, I don't want to discriminate against anybody, but historically speaking, they're not going to be the head of any major bank that we know of. These are rough people. These are rough killer people, and they allow them in by the millions. In major cities like New York, Chicago, and Washington, mothers can't walk their children to the park without fear of being shot or killed or raped or anything. Women can't ride the subway without worrying that a hoodlum will shove them onto the train tracks in New York. It's happened twice in the last couple of weeks. They're standing there, a perfect Wall Street gentleman in one case, and another person who was a worker, good worker, an electrician, gets pushed into a train going 45 miles an hour just prior to the train, not stopping, going to go through that. So I know the stations very well. I used to take the subway. I used to feel safe. When I was young, I'd go to my parents would drop me off at the subway. I'd take the subway to my school. Can you believe it? Today, they wouldn't be doing that. And we want to get a country back maybe where you can do that again, Pam. But it's so sad to see what's taking place. Under the Biden regime, average monthly homicides increased by 14%. And I have no higher mission as President of the United States than to end this killing and stop this law-breaking and to making America safe again. And that's what you're all about in this room. We want to protect Americans, and we protect everybody that's in our country, American or not American. We want to have a safe and proud country. We're joined today by dozens of police officers, sheriffs and sheriff's deputies from all across the country. My message to these law enforcement heroes is simple. With me in the White House, you once again have a president who will always have your back, will always have your back. Thank you, fellas. Thank you. And Biden didn't know why. I didn't, if they would have asked him, he wouldn't have been able to answer the question. He could never answer a question. They said my press conference yesterday was longer than all of Biden's press conferences put together for the last 4 years. And I don't know if that's true, but it was close. And perhaps most importantly, we're securing our border and repelling the invasion of America. We have, you see the numbers have come down. So, and Tom Homan and Christie have been incredible. Christie Noem, Secretary, she's done great. And Tom Homan is, I don't know if Tom Homan's here.
That is all for Nltv English Prime Time. For more news and update, keep watching Nagaland TV.